Hello, Billy Sudduth here from Faith Bible College International. We want to take just a few minutes today to let you know about our program of ministry formation here at the school. With me today is Brady Kelly. He's a sophomore at Faith Bible College International, and we're just going to navigate through this together and hopefully give you some information that you might like to know. So one thing I would like to note as we begin, we have a mission here at Faith Bible College International, and that is to prepare professional Pentecostal servant leaders who are going to make a world of difference in light of the Great Commission. And part of that preparation is this ministry formation program. So Brady, I want to ask you a few things, but I want to break down, I guess, the different elements of ministry formation, and then maybe you could just give me some feedback on some of those. So one aspect is something we call in-service. And so in-service is an opportunity we give to our incoming students. Their first 2 semesters, they serve for about 30 hours each semester in some capacity at the school. And they just do that as an act of service. And it's a way for them to just learn that aspect of serving. Another aspect of ministry formation is what we call weekend ministry. And we kind of allow students to choose how they want to do that. Brady is actually from Steuben, Maine, which is about an hour and 45 minutes from here on campus. And so he's had the privilege of serving at his home church as part of that weekend ministry. And why don't you tell us just a little bit about how that has worked for you, and just what your perspective is on being able to go to your home church and get connected.
Yeah. So looking at it over the summer, I really had just like a real heart for wanting to be a full-time youth pastor and see how I can change things up in the youth ministry for the kids who are from the ages 5 to 12. So what I did was I decided to plug in.
Sure.
And really start making changes every week. And so that actually gave me a really good opportunity to be able to go to my own home church.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm actually able to bring some of the college students down with me who are able to plug in at my church and also give me a really good hand on fixing things around.
Yeah, that's so great. And let me even just encourage, maybe you're a pastor or in charge of a ministry, and you're interested in getting these students involved at your church. And I would love to connect with you and be able to send a team, whether it be on the weekend ministry or what we're going to talk about next, which is Impact. I'd love to get connected and have these young, passionate Bible college students come and serve alongside you with your church and your ministry and help you make a maximum impact in your community. And with that said, Impact is probably one of the highlights of the students' education here. It's a 10-day ministry experience where our students, we literally shut the school down and we send teams of students out to various churches all over the Northeast. And we allow the pastors to impart their knowledge into the students. And then we allow the students to bring that fresh passion and that fresh zeal to that ministry. And then together, the pastors and the students and the church, they impact that community. And it's such an awesome experience. And it gives these students just really a look at what pastoring and leading ministry is like on a day-to-day basis. Because oftentimes we think it's just that Sunday morning, I got to get up and preach. But there's so much more that goes into ministry than just what happens on Sunday morning. And so I've actually shared in the past about Brady was part of a team that went down to Baltimore, Maryland, inner city Baltimore. And what's awesome about that is Brady's from Steuben, Maine, and it's very different than Baltimore. And his 3 teammates were actually also from smaller towns, smaller communities in Maine. And so was it an eye-opening experience going to Baltimore?
It really was. Because I remember the night we pulled in, because we drove straight through.
Yeah.
We got there, late at night. We were pulling in and looking at the town around us. I'm like, this has gotta be the wrong address. But we actually got to stay in the church, but after the first 3 days, it's a little scary. But the rest of the time there it was just a shift of there's some broken people here.
Yeah.
But we had the opportunity to be able to, feed the homeless, share a little bit of the gospel with them. And I mean, it will always be an experience I'll never forget for many reasons.
Yeah.
But you know, I really appreciated the privilege of being able to go there and do something that a lot of people don't have the time or money to do.
Yeah, sure. And that's really one of the unique things about Impact is it gives these students an experience outside of what they may be familiar with or maybe used to. And so maybe they're from some small town in Maine and God's calling them to start some multicultural, multinational ministry. And so this is going to be one of the pieces that plays a part in forming them for the ministry that God has for them. So, well, Brady, I appreciate your time and appreciate y'all's time as well. And God bless you and hope you've enjoyed this time together.